I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz.
Hey.
I feel the wave.
I love to be dropped.
Feels so good. What's good, Buzz family? Welcome to the Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition After Show. Today we're covering Season 16, Episode 4, Shock to the System. We have a lot of things to talk about because it was quite a shocking episode. We're going to talk about Styles P and Adjua finally feeling the process of boot camp. We learned some shocking truths, no pun intended, actually a little bit. And also we're just going to talk about our favorite and least favorite couples a little bit. We also have our fan shout-outs. We have our special segment called Counselor's Corner, and we have predictions for next week because it's about to get crazy. Before all of that, allow us to introduce ourselves. So I'll start to my left. She goes by Raiven. How you feeling, Raiven?
I'm pretty good, guys. Thank you for watching Raiven French, and I can't wait to talk about this show.
Same, and I am Byron K. We do not have Shana and Zakia here today, but we will have them next week. So shout out to y'all. Make sure you're in this live chat so we can read these comments too. So this episode is crazy. It's called Shock to the System. There was definitely a lot of voltage being shared between the cast.
Yes.
And it was shocking to watch just a little bit. What are your overall thoughts, Raiven?
It was a good show to me emotionally because now everybody, the guard is down.
Yeah.
So people, you can't hide, you can't run, everything is on the table now. So then it's a more honest, open show.
Yeah.
So I like it. I'm good. I'm cool. It's working. What do they say on the show?
Boot camp's working.
Yeah.
So we almost halfway through the season. So I mean, the real is really starting to show. So you can't really hide behind facades. You can't hide behind celebrity anymore. Like, we know who you are, but now we get to see how you are. So it's a little bit different. So speaking of seeing how they are, we actually get to see Styles P break down a little bit, be a little bit more emotional, all in support of his woman Adjua, and how we said boot camp is working. I think that's one couple where boot camp is actually working, because even though they are hitting a rough patch, or they had a small rough patch, it's all a part of the process.
Yeah, it's really good for them. I mean, because look, first of all, I can't even imagine bringing my life on a show. That's number one. Number two, what they went through and losing a child.
Yeah.
It's no words. Like, I wouldn't even know how to begin to process that. So to see him, we already saw that he's kind of emotional anyway. He's an open person in the way that he communicates with the other person, with the other people on the show. But now it's getting to him, which now we're seeing is not very easy for him. Like, he has some boundaries. I said I wasn't going to talk about this, and we weren't going to talk about that, but now it's here. It's, it's coming to a head. So I like it.
It's different because he's really from the streets, so he still has that street mentality, and as far removed as he is from it, that's still going to exist. So I think that a lot of his issues comes from some form of PTSD. He hasn't fully stepped out of that world. Even if he physically has, I don't think he mentally has. So sometimes he kind of blurs those lines. So when the show first opened up and he was talking to Adjua, everything was cool until he said, "You need to listen to what I'm saying, or simmer it down, or whatever." And she was like, "Well, before you get into all your gangster stuff, I need you to recognize how you just spoke to me." And then she walked off, which Adjua, I thought she was dope for that too. She is a black queen of the highest level. So she wouldn't take no disrespect, and I respect that about her. But I think he just needs to learn how to deal with it.
Yeah, that was pretty cool too, that she just walked away like, okay, we're gonna bring it down a notch. I don't know when you're gonna go to this, but I thought it was cool that he did not shock her, or he only shocked her once or something. But even that was like, because Dr. Ish told him to. Yeah. But I was like, look at him, Styles.
But here's the thing, she triggered that shock though. So she was antagonizing, like, how does it feel? Tell me how it feels. And that's when Dr. Ish is like, listen, this ain't the time to save her. As soon as he said that,
But I don't think he would have shocked her at all without Dr. Ish.
Listen, I'm not even a petty person, but I would have been like, oh, you want to see how it feels? That's how it feels.
Well, we see they are all petty because it was some high numbers.
Yeah, it was some. What were the numbers, actually? Go ahead.
What did I get? 5 for Jocelyn and Ballistic, 10 for, I must have that wrong. Oh, no, it was 10 for Styles and Adjua, but she did the 9. Bianca,
of course,
they were 13. Cee-loo, 10. Chef, 7.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. They need to really get this stuff together. But so anyways, the thing I really respect about Styles is no matter what differences they have, he always is there for her when he needs to be. So when Dr. Ish came in and they started talking and she started just breaking down, Dr. Ish is like, tell me what's going on. Like, what are you feeling? And then Styles walked around the bed, and she couldn't talk. So he said, you know what? She's going through a lot ever since we lost the kid, all this kind of stuff. So he was able to step up even in that moment. So major respect for that.
Yes, that physicality of relationships really show on this show because Michelle and Stu. I don't think I ever really paid attention to that type of thing. You'll see it on like tabloids, like such and such and such and such doesn't hold hands and things like that. But I never paid attention to it until this show. And things like that. Like he got right up, walked right over to her. I was like,
nah, he's a real one. And he was real when they were shocking each other. And he said, you talk too much before we go to bed, and you talk too much when we wake up.
So you talk too much the whole day. That's the whole day.
That's what women do. Like they like to talk, especially like when you're all intimate, you're in bed. They want to just talk. It's okay.
That's when this is a man, Styles, who has a demanding career, which we saw is some issues there with work-life balance. That it sounds like it's the only time. It's like we're winding down, so now I can talk to you. We're waking up because I'm not going to see you for the rest of the day, Styles. That's what that is. You got that one wrong, I think.
Yes, and I think that the reason why it may not work for Styles is because after he's had his long day, he's like, I just want to go to sleep. Now you want to talk to me about this? Not saying that you're wrong for wanting to talk to me. It's like, now I got to talk to you about the same stuff that I'm trying to block my head out of. So that's why I actually agree when she said you bring that home, which he has to find some type of way to better channel that. But it's hard. He's
probably thinking the career is what is helping him, but blocking it out is not helping. You have to deal with the emotions.
I agree.
So
let us tell you how you can help us with our career so that we won't be blocked. Let them know.
Yes, guys, we can't continue. We can't continue without saying thank you for making us the ESPN of TV Talk. And since you're watching, if you're on YouTube, this is how you can help us. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us the thumbs up. Comment. We love the comments. And our host with the most is going to highlight some of those comments later today. The show is getting hot and heavy. So continue to watch the show. Continue to watch with us. Give us the ratings on iTunes, on YouTube. Leave the comments. Continue to do that because we like to talk back and forth with you. And let's keep this going.
Yes, keep it going and let's keep it flowing. So we move on, and they're actually really getting shocked. So they get tied down to these chairs, and then they get a shocker. And if you say something that the other person doesn't like, you get shocked. Vice versa. Some people had petty shocks. And one of them was actually Cee-loo and Shani. So I actually liked when they went up there because Cee-loo couldn't BS the same way in that electrical chair that he can when he's not in an electrical chair. Yes. Would you like to elaborate? Because I know you like that part.
Yes. Yo, Shani, favorite phrase of the entire series so far. Cee-loo, talk clear. Talk clear, okay? We don't understand you. We don't understand your Shakespearean language. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Put some beats behind it. We love it. But in a relationship, just talk to us. We want to know you hear us, and we want to hear you. That was so dope because I just think she zones out because of his personality. And it's kind of like if your parent is talking to you when you're younger. It's like, I just want to go outside. Like, I just want this conversation to be over because what are you saying?
Yeah.
So she finally spoke up for herself. I thought that was cool. I think she'd been thinking, talk clear.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. They've been together for so long, she understands his language. And like I said, when we was watching the show,
I think she tolerates it.
I don't know. Because I think that Shani she's bad. She got options.
Is.
She can do. She's smart too. That's one thing that I was saying when we was watching the show together. She's smart. So in order for her to, I guess, follow somebody else's direction above her own or whatever they're saying in front of her own, if that makes sense, is they would have to be either super intelligent or super poetic. And I think that's what Cee-loo has. He's intelligent and poetic. So for him to kind of have like such an influence on her, it's because of that, because she's a smart woman. So I don't feel like any old like goofy dude could just have his way with Shani.
It feels like sometimes, and they've been together a long time, so that's what makes it strange, unless they kind of do what Styles and Adjua does and not being fully open. Because it's weird that, to me, that someone that's been together that long would have these issues. this specific kind of communication issue, because it almost feels like if I didn't know them and Cee-loo was just my homie, he would be with the, less dominant type of female, like not someone who speaks her mind and speaks up and has a certain level of intelligence. It seems like, I don't know how to say that without that sounding bad towards women, but
at the same time, I feel like she is one who can handle somebody like him, because those other women would really just be, I don't want to say slave, but you get it. You get it.
We don't know how to say it, guys.
They would be yes women.
Thank you.
They would be yes women. So he needs somebody strong, and I think she really balances him out in different ways. And I really believe the strength of their relationship is things that we haven't even seen yet. So I believe them off screen and off TV, I believe they have a real strong, solid relationship. But I think that the show is here to expose the issues in their relationship, even if they had to dig for those things. But I don't think on the surface they have any real issues.
Because somebody wrote the show. Someone said, hey, Dr. Ish, Marriage Boot Camp, we could use you because. Yeah. It was Shani.
And even to be on the show, you gotta be able to pull up some stuff from the past. You can't go on the show with no narrative, with no story, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta give them something. So I think that the drama that we're seeing is just the little bit of drama that they have, but I don't think that they have any real serious issues.
He said, when you disrespect me like a man, I basically want to disrespect you. Like, look, it's weird.
Let me explain
Please.
that. Let me explain that.
Yeah, man needs that for me. I don't get it.
So just for the people who may have been lost with Cee-loo Green, Gnarls Barkley, the poet, the philanthropist. No. So anyways, what he was saying is, women, real talk, y'all like to be reckless. Like, y'all get gangster with us, and we can't do nothing. We can't say nothing. Y'all can put y'all's hands on us. Not saying this right, but it happens. Y'all can put y'all's hands on us, cuss us out. We can't return that to y'all. So what he's saying is she triggers him that way, but then the second he wants to puff up, then she's a woman again. It's like, dang, I can't even do it. So that's what he's saying.
All right, ladies, what you think?
Basically, we got to practice so much more self-control. Y'all can just let it out, and we can take it. We can take a couple like hits on the shoulder and all this kind of stuff, but no, we can't do that to y'all.
Here's why that statement is confusing, and thank you for man-easing that for me. That actually makes sense. But the reason it's confusing for me is because she doesn't show that on the show, at least. That's why I'm saying maybe they have a sense of styles in Adjua where there are things they're not revealing. So now the way he treats her actually doesn't make sense. She seems kind and sweet and wants to help him and wants it to be better, and he seems like angry and upset and do what I say and listen to me. So something is not there.
I think it's this. They have old love. They have the old love, not this new Chose and Bianca love where like everything is a show. For them, this is really their relationship. So they're only going to allow us to see so much of it. So I'm not saying that she is that way or isn't, but I believe if she is, she's smart enough to not be so much that way on camera. So I think that what he's saying is valid, and I think what she's saying is valid, but we're getting the show version of it.
Yeah, because if she was that way, the way he speaks, if that happens on the show, it'll be a different type of reality show. He would not be able to handle it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how smooth is Cee-loo to you personally? Because I know he can woo everybody else.
Like that?
Yep. Go ahead.
Not smooth at all.
Really?
Really. I would from jump say talk clear. Because to me, it's just game and manipulation and weird. It wouldn't feel authentic. It would feel like that's how you, like, why I get to the poet voice. That's how you talk with everybody. Yeah.
You know, it's where you start doing the wave with the hands and everything. That's just his frequency, though. Maybe that's what drew her to him. I bet.
And if I saw that, that seems like how he is with her, speaking on frequency, not how he floats through the house.
No, I feel like he does. I feel like he has lava lamps. I feel like he got lava lamps in his mansion. He got fur rugs that still got the bare head on the end of it. Like,
I can see all of
this
that.
man has feng shui everything.
That doesn't match the level of anger he seems to show. His anger is simmered, but it's there. You know when the pot is doing
he's
this.
He's not angry. He's just passive aggressive. Super passive aggressive.
Angry. That comes out in a different form.
Yeah, it's unhealthy.
Ooh,
Listen, y'all.
You gotta come on the show.
Raven's not having it. You know what then? Since we've talked enough about them, do you have any favorite couples? Do you have any couples you don't really like?
I don't. Okay. I was about to say I don't not like anybody. Because again, this is courageous to come on the show. So I don't want people to feel like, because I would never do this, and you all are not seeing what's going on in my relationship, okay? But just as far as being weird, Stu and Michelle, they're just weird. It's weird. Come on the show, though, guys, and explain to us, okay? You're still invited.
So who's the weird one?
Both of them. And Stu showed more today. His childishness, and of all the things that she has already said that's strange, he blew up over this. It didn't make sense.
Stu is one of the best people I've ever seen on Marriage Boot Camp, man. He brings the laughs. Like, you don't understand. He's
Imitate him.
Hey, this is my world, baby. I'm a chef. I just want to get back to my chef world.
Like, I don't know. I think that's...
And you know what? When he said I didn't listen, that was just bullshit. I did listen. He doesn't know. Part of.
I don't know, man. Stu is funny.
Please, is this right? I need you guys to tell us.
Yo, Stu, please come on the show. I only did that because she put me on the spot. But listen, I'm a fan, man. I want to taste some of your cooking. We was on your Instagram page actually today, and his stuff looked good. His stuff looked real good. But I would agree, man. They're a funny couple. They're not my least favorite. Do I have a least favorite?
Right, I was about to say, who's
Styles,
worse
P and
than
Adjua,
them?
Jocelyn with Cee-loo, Shani, Stewart, Michelle. Okay.
I'm not calling them my worst. They're just weird.
Okay, so listen, I would say, this is weird, but I would say my least favorite couple drama-wise is Adjua and Styles P. But they're my favorite couple growth-wise. Stu and Michelle is the opposite for me. So they're my favorite couple as far as bringing the entertainment and bringing the ratings, but they're my least favorite as far as actually being a couple that's really here serious. Like you saw how they handled the obstacle course.
Weird.
That's actually the most I've ever seen them laugh together.
True. He laughs at her a lot, but this is the first time they laugh together.
I don't know. Okay, so let me go to my favorite couple then. My favorite couple is probably Cee-loo and Shani.
What? How?
They mysterious. I don't know. They're super I feel like I learn new stuff about them every episode. Everybody else, you kind of know their issues. With them, it's unfolding more and more. Kind of the same way with Styles and Adjua because they're finally going there. But Cee-loo, I really just like hearing him talk and hearing her try to interpret it. And then hearing everybody else try to interpret it.
Right. I think people just let Cee-loo be Cee-loo. That's what I'm saying. I don't think people are understanding him. I think they're just like, okay.
But that works to his advantage because since they don't understand, it's just like, oh, okay, sure. He can get away with a lot of stuff.
We need a Cee-loo dictionary. That's what we should have
had. We
had.
really do. We need the whole thesaurus.
Yes.
Was there anything else that stood out about this episode for you?
About this episode?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What do you think about the tongue kissing in the morning before brushing your teeth?
I would prefer not to do it. If my lady is really, really, really turned on by it, I would do it because like, oh girl, you nasty, let's do it. But I still would. We would have to go brush our teeth right after though. We got to brush our teeth together. It's just I don't know. It's not my personal preference. No.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No, that's. Like, there's freaky and then there's unsanitary. There's nasty and unsanitary. That's a little bit more unsanitary.
Yes. Did you understand what she was feeling?
Yeah, she just wants affection. Like,
okay.
But it's weird because
she always makes it about the strange things. Like, even how she brought up Jocelyn to make a point. Her points are always valid, but what she brings up to make her point is always weird.
Well, he did ask when he was talking to himself outside by the jacuzzi. He said, do you suffer from paranoia? So maybe she suffers from paranoia. So she's always just thinking that something's about to happen.
Something. Yeah, I'm like, girl. So we see on this show communication then for them is a huge issue. Because if this is how she communicates on the show, they don't know what each other is saying in the relationship.
She reminds me of women that I've dealt with where she kind of expects him to just know. It's not like, I shouldn't have to tell you. You should just know.
That is a thing of certain personalities. Yes, you feel like when someone loves you, they should get it.
Yeah.
And he is...
I don't think they love each other. That's number one.
Yes.
Number two, I don't think they're for each other.
Maybe like friends, possibly. Maybe they're homies.
Sugar mama.
Maybe. I don't
sponsor. She would be his sponsor.
Oh.
That's why he has all these cooking events out here in LA now. She's sponsoring them, I bet.
Why Chef Stu? They had to be friends before. Look, I'm already assuming they're the fake couple.
Think about this. He's a man that can cook and cook well. That's automatically, even if he ain't got nothing else, that's still something.
You hear that, guys?
And
That's
maybe
something.
here's the thing: she already got enough money. She don't need a man with money. Maybe she just need a man that can cook and rub her toes, and maybe he can't do the second of the two. You laughing? It's not. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, of all the men she knows, Chef Stu.
He must have a good neck
Because
bone.
he's funny, too.
Yeah.
Funny gets you far.
Yeah,
in
I really believe
relationships.
that's a part-time gig of his. He's a comedian or something.
Yes, or he wants to be, for sure.
He should have a gig where he does a stand-up special in a kitchen
While cooking.
while cooking,
Yes. He gave you your show idea. Give him his money, okay?
and then come
You
up
heard
and
it here.
talk to us about it. We have a couch right there. Remember that?
Yes.
Oh, I have a question for you, man.
Okay.
Do you think Dr. Ish is really about that life? Because you heard the way he talked to Stu when he said, and now you're talking back to me. And I said, this ain't a discussion. And he walked away. He walked off.
Yes, he definitely, I don't know where he's from, what his background is, but yes, I think he is. Because that was real G.
And the last couple episodes, he ain't wore no type of blazer. He was just like T-shirt fresh, just ready. You know what I'm saying? He probably had some ankle weights
Right.
on and everything.
He's like, you all don't listen very well, so
Nah,
run
man.
that back.
He ain't wear a hat like Neo or nothing. He just had it all. Just like, boom, I am who I am. Say something if you want.
No
and he was
sympathy,
shocking him.
No
Nope.
sympathy for the voltage. Take it up. Take it
Nope.
up.
And one thing that's interesting about this season, though, is I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. V. So it was like a two-pack. It's a package deal where there was typically Dr. Ish and Dr. V. Dr. V was a beautiful woman who was a counselor as well, and they
Yes.
kind of were a tag team. But this season he just carried it by
Yes.
himself.
Where's she?
I don't know. We gotta find her.
Yes.
You know what, Dr. V? If you watch, come sit on our couch. Let us know how you feel about this season of
Yes.
Marriage Boot Camp and how Dr. Ish is holding it down. Because I think he's doing this thing right now.
I would love that.
He got to be the muscle.
They have a confessional for this show, like where the whole show is just confessions. I'm going to check that out and see if it gives me, you know how when they're in their little booth,
Yeah.
they do entire shows of just that
Wow.
after every show.
That's gonna be fun.
So I'm going to see if I get some more insight because some of this stuff is not making sense.
We're gonna check that out. And it's about time to check out some of these fan shout outs because y'all show us so much love. So it's time for us to send it right back.
All right, all right.
So
Who we
the
got?
first comment comes from Rakita Dobie. What up, homegirl? How you feeling? She said, I will say, however, I don't think Jocelyn meant to make it all about her. I think her point was just because you're having a bad morning doesn't mean you treat others any kind of way. If someone speaks to you, then speak back. Jocelyn just went about it the wrong way. I agree. She wanted a moment on television, and she got it.
You think so?
Well, here's the thing. It's not that she was looking for a moment. I just think that
yeah.
Jocelyn, that's
It
just
progressed.
her.
Yeah.
That's just how it is with her. And Christy Johnson, what's good? I like your pink hair and your avatar. She said, I love Styles P. Adjua and Shani, they are so mature. Boot Camp did good with this group because it's a balance, because they can help each other so well. And I agree. I just think that Bianca and Chose should really just, whether they decide to stay together or not, just really soak in this experience because it's good for them. And it's going to kind of set them ahead in life, I feel like. So please keep leaving comments. We're going to keep reading them. We're going to keep shouting y'all out. And now it's time for our special segment. It is called Counselor's Corner. This segment is where we take any piece of advice, be it from Judge Toller, Dr. Ish, or just one of the fellow cast members, something that just stood out to us, aka a bar, and we kind of just restate that to you guys and how it actually affected us and how we felt about it. So I'll go ahead and start it off.
Okay.
Mine is from Dr. Ish when he was talking to Stu. It might have actually been Judge Toller. They both agreed on it. If you're defending yourself, you won't hear what's being said. So with Stu, he does so much defending and he doesn't do enough hearing. And I will say that he wasn't way off when he restated what Michelle A. said that she had for breakfast. He wasn't way off. But the point still stands, man. You don't have to defend yourself so much. Just listen to her. Even if you got to, okay, I hear you. And even if you just do that in a moment, when you go away, really think about what she just said to you. So that would be my counselor's corner. What about yours?
Yes, mine is coincides with that. It's just kind of the theme of the whole show is listen.
Simple as that.
Yes.
Listen, Linda. Listen, let us know your favorite Counselor Corner moments as well. Something that stood out to you guys. Leave a comment so we can read those next week. And now, I've been waiting for this segment the whole time. It is time for these predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right, so it's about to get wild.
It is.
It's already wild.
It
so
is.
apparently, we got a tip a couple weeks ago from a fan who left a comment who shall remain anonymous, who said that not all the couples are here that are really couples. And I think they even mentioned a certain couple, Stu, Michelle. And I just want to say that I kind of agree, especially going based off of the preview of next week. It's true that one of the couples isn't a real couple. And to me, it breaks down to either Bianca and Chose or Stu and Michelle. But I want to say that I don't think it's Bianca and Chose, because if it was, they wouldn't really be so emotional and so mad at each other. Like, they're actually mad, and she's really crying, and he's really annoyed. You know what I'm saying? It's different with Michelle and Stu. What are your predictions, though?
If it is not Michelle and Stu, and I'm going to run around this studio, because it would be a complete shock and surprise.
Make sure you do it when we're live, so we can get you on all the cameras. We got like 6 cameras in here. We want to see you on all of them.
Because she's not serious about anything. She laughs all the time at everything. She said, "We good, we good." Right? He gets the pound, and it's like, you're not good. Well, I'm very confused. This is weird. What is going on? He gets upset of all the strange things she's done since the show started. He gets upset about something so small today and blows up and makes it a big deal.
It's like they're creating drama as they go. They're creating the narrative and the storyline.
If it is not them,
And first of all, here's what gave it away to me. Last week, was it last week or this week, when Jocelyn brought Michelle in that was this week, to try to get Stu to kiss her. So when I saw that happen, I'm like, I don't think that they're real. Just for the fact that if
he couldn't even fake kiss her.
Yeah, and put yourself in her position. Like, you already mad at this dude. You just got out of an argument. You already parted ways. You went to the room. He's in the kitchen drawing up new recipes or drawing Lego men or whatever. And then you have Jocelyn trying to bring you back for a kiss. Real talk. You don't want to see dude right now. You don't want that kiss. So that made me think that, I don't know if this is real, because she just came. So Michelle came in. She's just looking at him. We good. Like, it's like she was playing along. That's what I'm saying.
Do you think if they're the fake couple, which they are.
What if we wrong next week?
That's what I said. I'm going to run around the studio. Do you think he's feeling some type of way? Like, I didn't sign up for you to make me look like the bad person, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Like he said, we have taken a dive.
We good. She really trying to calm him. It's good. It's good. Let's stay with it. We good.
Nah.
This was a backfire.
No.
Guys, come on the show and explain yourselves, because we already know that it's you.
Yes, please
Step into our world, baby.
But no, those your predictions. We basically just don't think that they're a real couple. Michelle and Stu. Okay, let us know what y'all's predictions are. Please leave these comments. Let us know what you think. We love to read them. We love to shout y'all out. Please make sure you follow us on all of our social channels at AfterBuzz TV. That's everywhere online at AfterBuzz TV. Catch us at the same time in the same place next week for the next episode. We're going to be about halfway through, so that's going to be fun. And in the meantime, you can also follow me everywhere online. My name is Byron K, but you can find me at Hero from the 90s. Raiven, what about you?
I am Raiven French with an I, Raiven, Raiven French on all social media.
Just like that. And until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and stay buzzing.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.